Welcome to FifthRoundMovement.com. This episode, we're going to take it the Air Jordan 3 in Sport Blue that dropped on August 16th, 2014. A lot of Jordan 3s came out this year. Some were big hits, some not as big. Still kind of laying around in store shelves. But these were a big deal. All the stores at lotteries, they were tough to get your hands on. Super happy I got mine at the Champs at the Monmouth Mall in Monmouth County, New Jersey. Let's take a look at the box. Pretty standard for the recent Jordan retros. I got the red Jumpman on the top of the box, top cover, and the bottom of the box has the elephant print. That is, of course, the most iconic part of the Jordan 3 and kind of set that apart from all the other shoes that were out at the time. For me, the Jordans, the stories kind of start at the 3. I like the 1s. I'm not a huge fan of the 2s. And then from Jordan 3 to like 13 or 14, that's just a 10-year run that is just completely beyond reproach. It's the best sneakers ever, in my opinion. To me, I kind of think the Jordan line, like Jay-Z's albums. The first one's a classic. The second one's and then the next 10 in a row are just phenomenal. Let's take a look at what's inside this box. We're going to take the Jumpman cover off. Pretty cool. They went with the elephant print on the paper, which is always cool. And again, it's going to be a Jordan 3. It's going to have some elephant print involved in it. And then when you take them out, there they are. Really cool. Kind of want that old school classic, kind of thicker plastic Jordan hang tag. Really cool, especially on a retro. You don't always see that. And then let's start at the bottom of the shoe. We have the normal the Jordan 3 bottom outsole, except they kind of put some blue ice on this, which I don't know if they said it online or not. I didn't really see a whole lot of it online, so that's kind of a pleasant surprise. I think it works pretty well on this shoe. And I think being this color blue is going to stay nice and not get dirty. So that's really cool. Moving up to the midsole, again, it's typical white. Only difference is on the heel from any other Jordan 3 you may have seen. Hit you with that sport blue. Sport blue has been a big color this year for Jordan Brand. They did the 15s beginning of August, and then they're doing the 6s on Labor Day. Both good releases. And then blue's been a big color the last couple years. Look at Reebok's done the Iversons and the Shaqs in the blue colorways. Adidas brought the Matumbos back in blue, and then Brand Jordan's kind of followed suit by doing some of the best Jordans in that kind of iconic blue colorway. And again, these are similar to the True Blues that were white with blue accents that came out originally, and then they kind of updated that for 2014 and did them on a black shoe, which I really like because they're not going to get dirty as quick, and it just looks really sweet to me. So working our way up the shoe, we have again that typical on every Jordan 3, that textured leather, black over here, obviously gray here, and then you got the hits of elephant print on the toe and the heel, which really just made the Jordan 3 one of the hottest sneakers of all time. In my opinion, it's the 3/4 height on it makes it able to wear with jeans, with khakis. They're basketball shoes, but they're not. You can wear them, anywhere on earth outside of that basketball court, and it's still going to work for you. We got some black laces on a gray tongue, and then you got the iconic Jumpman in blue, in that sport blue color, and then on the back again, it's the blue Jumpman Air in gray, which I think works really well to set it apart from that black plastic heel stopper on the back of the shoe. Obviously, this year they released a couple Jordan 3s with Nike Air on the back. They were really tough to get. I think this works pretty well. Obviously, most sneakerheads would rather see it with the Nike Air in the back, but I think the Jumpman in blue popping off that black background actually works really well for this shoe. And then you go to the front again. You got that elephant print around the front. And it's a classic sneaker in a great new colorway. Typically with Jordans, what you see is the retro OG colorways fly off the shelves. And then with new colorways, maybe not as much. This is one that I think just really works, and Brand Jordan hit it out of the park with this. My personal story with Jordan 3s, I didn't have them when they first came out. I was just too little. In 2001, I got the Mochas, which are still probably my top 5 to 10 sneakers of all time. If Jordan Brand does them again, I will do anything to get my hands on them. About 6 years ago, I got the black cement as part of the pack with the 20s, and haven't really worn those 20s, not one of my favorites, but those 3s I've worn constantly over the last 6 years, and they still look great. I'm going to break these out of the box and undead stock them as soon as possible and wear them as much as I can, because I really love the Jordan 3 and I really love this colorway. So that's going to wrap it up at FifthRoundMovement.com's look at the Air Jordan 3 Sport Royal colorway that dropped on August 16th, 2014. Go ahead and follow me on Twitter at Mr. Fifth Round. Instagram, Mr. Fifth Round, and SneakerTube TV, Mr. Fifth Round, keeping it consistent all the way across. And speaking of SneakerTube TV, I recently got to meet Premium Pete, who started that website, and he's just a really cool guy, really nice. And so a big shout out to Premium Pete, and we'll see you next time on FifthRoundMovement.com.